I was in quarantine for 14 days in Hong Kong. Here, quarantine is very strict and you get to live a very specific experience. If you are planning a trip to Hong Kong, or if you're curious about how quarantine feels like in Hong Kong, then this is the video for you. Taking the plane was a very long process. While there aren't many people on your way to Hong Kong, you have to go through all sorts of documents in order to make it to your plane. So I'm thinking about PCR tests, your vaccination record if you have it, proof of your laboratory ISO standing, printed proof of your designated hotel reservation, and so on. Yes, because you have to spend your quarantine in a designated hotel. Arrival at the airport. Welcome to the airport. You're gonna spend some time there. When you arrive, they will request your passport, boarding pass, and every document that you've previously prepared. So make sure to have them on hand. They will also request to fill a form on your smartphone. This form generates a QR code that they will scan on your way, and I believe that you can find a website to fill in the form before your flight in advance, but I'm not sure where I can find it. So if I do, I'll make sure to put it in the description below. You are then given a testing kit and a cardboard tag with a barcode to identify you at the airport. Then you have to take a nasal and throat swab test, which is a bit different from the PCR test. It's like less painful. And while waiting for the results, the airport staff will give you some snacks and guide you to the waiting room. So waiting there for your results looks like you're taking an exam because you're sat at a desk with other people. Everyone is 1.5 meters apart and everyone's pretty quiet, so quite a funny sight. When the test results come, you can finally go and take your luggage. Once everything's done, you can finally take a free shuttle bus that takes you directly to your designated hotel. Time during quarantine can pass pretty slow, so I highly recommend you to prepare some activities to do, such as working out, sleeping a lot, watching movies and TV shows, playing games, especially if you brought a console, reading, meditating, and so on. If you're working from home, then it might take you a good portion of your day as well. When you book a reservation at your designated hotel, usually the quarantine package will include meals. So meals will be delivered to you for breakfast, lunch and dinner in front of your door and at specific times. For every quarantine hotel, as far as I know, there are Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups that you can join to talk with other people that are doing quarantine at the same place as you. Regarding deliveries, you can get delivered, but it all depends on which hotel you're staying at. Mine allows deliveries across the day, but regardless of hotels, nobody can ever enter your room. Would it be friends or family? Nobody can enter your room. So they usually deliver things just in front of your door and then they ring the bell and that's it. So if you don't really fancy the hotel meals, then you can feel free to order meals through delivery apps. Once in a while, and also depending on how long you're supposed to stay, you're supposed to take multiple COVID testing. So once you enter on your 3rd day of quarantine, you have to do a deep throat saliva sample. They give you a testing kit once you check in at the hotel, and you have to do it on your 3rd day, and then someone will ring the bell on your 3rd day here to collect the sample. There are other tests that you have to go through during your quarantine and also after your quarantine. But that really depends on how long you're staying and which country you're coming from. End of quarantine. So, you're finally going to be free. Congrats if you've made it so far. You have to check with reception to organize a checkout time, because you cannot go out of your room on your own. You have to schedule a specific time, because actually the lifts of your hotel are locked, so you can't make it downstairs on your own. You have to call reception to do that. Also, please note that nobody, even the hotel staff, can ever enter your room. Even if you've got an issue in your room. I've seen people having many issues regarding their hotels and their bath and their toilets and things like that. Nobody can ever enter. So if you really have an important problem, you have to call reception and try to change room, basically. And that's it. I hope the video was helpful enough and I could bring you some interesting information. If you have questions or if there's anything that you have to check, you can use the official government website, check your country's embassy guidelines, and also Facebook groups, which are really helpful. It takes some preparations to go there, but if you're planning well, you won't have any issue going to Hong Kong. Please leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video and want to support. Thank you for watching and happy quarantine.